Yeah.
How are we going to start off? We're going to start off with the quest and then the relaxation, or we're going to start off with the day off, quote unquote, first.
I mean, do you really? You can't invest because that would affect the regular game world.
Gosh darn it!
Yeah, I thought about this beforehand.
That's
so
fair.
free time is nixed. So
Okay.
what do you want to do?
Can I deposit my gold in the bank?
No, because your interest would
It
go
would
through the
affect
roof
it.
and it would affect the regular game.
Okay. Gosh darn it.
These are the quests on
see.
the board, but technically if you complete them, they're still in the game, because this is playtesting level 20 characters. This is not an actual episode. It's going to go in one-shots or something.
Let's deal with the Deathlands.
Hell yeah, let's do that. I was looking at that, and I mean, I think I can affect plants too with most of my spells.
Okay.
Nice.
I suspect with at least my survival rating. What's your guys' survival?
Mine's 3, ironically enough.
Oh, because you don't have... Okay.
I have no wisdom score.
Well,
I have a jack
you don't
of
have
all trades.
you don't have proficiency in it, is what it really is.
Oh, I have a 5 with no proficiency.
I have 10 because I have proficiency in survival because I'm a centaur. Oh yeah.
Fair.
Which I wish made us travel faster, but it doesn't. It just gives me more speed.
Yep.
Sadly. I don't. I should have been a barbarian. Oh wait, that's Pathfinder. That's not D&D, isn't it?
Well, no, 5e, there's the Path of the Totem Warrior, where if you pick elf,
Yes.
Oh, so
you
it does.
double your
Okay,
offer line. Yeah.
perfect. So I could have, but I decided to go monk. So sad day.
With a barbarian eagle, there's a feat that you can mix in there where if you can see a person, you can make an attack on them. And with the eagle eye, you can see people up to a mile away.
28. Why am I not surprised?
Woof. We're definitely surviving the heck out of this place.
Well, I rolled an 18.
Oh, what does your character look like, by the way, Alex?
Oh, right. Well, really quick. Mine's a centaur. Imagine a centaur from Chronicles of Narnia. There you go. Done.
I am female Gimli.
I look like a regular human, probably a bit unshaved.
Okay.
Yes, the key there is looks like. Rather tall, actually, for a human.
Well, I can look a foot shorter, so I'm about 5 foot.
Yeah, but do you want to? Because if something goes a foot above your head, it's going to hit you.
Fair enough. I'm a 6 foot tall human.
You're not changing your height. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I reprinted this out, so my roll tables are in a different location because I fixed...
Your old tables aren't at other castles?
Unfortunately, no. They're just further in the PDF, so that means they're further along in the printout.
Is there a long rest button so that way all my stuff resets?
Not in Roll20.
Darn, they should add that in.
Yeah.
I keep thinking they should have a partnership with D&D Beyond. So
yeah.
Plus, the reason they don't have it in is because the compendium doesn't work quite like that, unfortunately.
Yeah. The thing is, they might not get a partnership with them because of the semi-recent drama.
I don't know what that is. I don't follow this
basically, stuff. Well, I only found out because I typed in Roll20 and saw that. I'm like, what the heck? TLDR, like one of the co-founders, banned a dude for criticizing. And it just basically kind of went from there.
Okay, so can somebody roll a D100 minus 5, because that was not an @20.
Got it.
Which means we might actually run into something.
59.
59.
59 is... This is going to be easy.
Dragon.
No, I rolled an easy encounter, and we're level 20.
Oh, okay.
Or that rolled an easy.
It's a party of 5th level adventurers.
We are in the plains, the regular plains, not the ice plains. Can somebody roll a d4 and a d10?
Sure.
As I go to page 27 in my printout. I made them
1 on the
bookmarks,
d4,
so...
a 3 on a d10.
1, 3.
1, 3.
Plains, easy. Roll a d... I don't know. 6 plus 2. As I write down that that's the rule for this creature now.
3.
D6 plus 2. 3. Oh, yeah, of course. My passive perception's above 20. What about you guys?
Yep.
15.
Okay. Let me see. These guys are stealthy, normally. Let me see what their stealth is. I'll roll it. How quick this goes depends on my internet, which could be pretty slow. /R D20 plus. I doubt they're gonna not be seen by my passive perception of 20, but 1 plus 1. Yeah, plus 1. We see 3 hyenas.
Heck yeah.
They're kind of off in the distance because they're not being provoked.
Oh, yep.
So unless somebody actually wants to poke at them or something, it's not actually an encounter.
Oh. I think my computer just died. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh no.
Don't die. Don't die.
Well, do you?
No.
I don't want to poke the hyenas. I want to keep going because hyenas are small stuff. Anybody else have any opinions?
I'm good.
No, I can intimidate them off if we really need to.
They're hyenas. They usually wait for something to kill something and then go up after that thing's done eating what they want. So
no, which is
I do want to point out
adventures.
My traveling companion is covered in a long black trench coat, basically, with a hood or traveling cloak. Basically, think Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. Oh, does that mean
So
that
could you say,
the name is rearranged and there's a Z X in it somewhere?
Yes, I will put an X in there.
So could you say that your companion is in fact heartless?
Oh hell yeah!
No, they're a hollow. Oh wait.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well.
Well, not hollow from Bleach though. I'm thinking hollow like Fable Hollow, which is just a skeleton or a zombie.
Or you could think hollow from Dark Souls.
His name is now Gardaxon Silver Axe.
Alright, so.
Oh yes, I am Denorak. Donar. Let me try to pronounce this. Donarak.
Right, because he chose a difficult name. Oh, I forgot to minus the 5 from that, so that's 20.
Yeah, I am Donarak
6.
Iron Speaker.
Wow. I will try to remember that.
You will not.
You can just refer to me as Iron Speaker.
Iron Speaker?
Yes.
Perfect.
What is your name, cleric?
Morana Silver Axe. And the best part about this is when I was rolling up the character, I already had an axe that I had paid to have silvered before I rolled the last name.
That is awesome.
Like, this is destiny.
I thought that's why you were asking about the silvering, because I didn't realize you had done that direction. I went ahead and did the next section of the travel before nightfall. So, what kind of building do we encounter? Or landmark. It's a landmark encounter. You guys have any ideas?
It's a temple.
It is a temple.
That makes sense. What is this temple to?
Is it to T-Rexes?
A regular temple, not whatever this stuff is. Whatever, I'll use the cathedral marker. Oh wait, no, that's premium. I don't have that. No. Wait, no, wait. Is that premium or is that like... Because I have... Oh, that's like can be bought premium, not a They need to change that. It should be purchasable assets because I have premium.
Is it to the Raven Goddess?
That's up to Michael.
Sure.
Okay.
It's to the Morrigan.
I don't think
I have
any...
occupied?
I'll just put X.
It has a sign on it, like, you know, a restroom just says occupied.
Yes. Okay. I had to do that because I don't have any appropriate tokens. To front. There we go. The red X is not on the party.
Yeah, did you see red X? You're dead.
Oh.
I have to mark it that way because I don't have a good thing for a temple. Red
And
X
also, I believe none of
equals
us are trying to find out more about Slade.
temple.
Who?
Wilson?
Red X. Teen Titans.
I said Wilson.
Yeah, okay, that's who I thought you meant, but I was just like...
Yep. Well, it was Robin used it, and then someone else stole the suit.
Right. Right, I forgot about that part. Okay, so, I guess I'm making the arrangement roll unless we want to stay in the temple. They'll probably give us free sleep if there's actually people there.
So, as a cleric, I have a thing.
Okay.
I should have a thing. Let me find it. Or is that Paladin? I think that might have been the Paladin I was playing.
Probably the Paladin.
Yeah, it was a Paladin. Gosh darn it, I don't have that. I mean, I'm okay with staying at the temple, but I'm also okay roughing it. I mean, I have a companion that never needs to sleep.
Well, I don't. My character doesn't need to eat or drink either because monk.
What? You are a half horse who never has to eat?
Exactly.
Iron Speaker is fine with staying the night at the temple.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, also, I did not say this. My centaur's name is Vevir. He used to be a gladiator.
I see. Honor and glory rarely does a fulfilled life make.
Why did you roll initiative?
I was wondering what it said. I thought it was INT. I was like, why is this intelligence separate? Got it.
It's INI, yeah. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, Iron Speaker simply said, a life of glory rarely does a fulfilled life make. As he strokes his beard.
Which may actually have some reason to do with his beard. Okay. Well, we're never going to see your actual race, are we?
Maybe, maybe not.
I don't think so.
I cast a spell magic. No, I'm kidding.
I put a spell on you, and now you go.
But I told the witch doctor. Okay.
The miserable lives.
So we stay at the temple. Do you want to roll
Okay.
this out, or do you want to just like?
Iron Speaker looks for any documents he can find from any of the higher ups in this particular temple.
As Vivir is swapping stories with them, roll stealth. You should be good at this, right? Sounds like something...
I mean, you can believe that. 30.
Oh well, yeah, yeah, stealth.
Woof.
You better be good at it. It's a nice bonus you got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find some documents talking a lot about death and/or war, and Acts of the Morrigan on the mortal realm.
Yeah.
I asked the main priest or head
I assume
of
you take
this.
Well, Iron Speaker was looking for example of that, so he can possibly use that later.
Okay. These documents about the ones about war are fairly old. There hasn't been a decent war in this realm for over 100 years.
Yeah, he's looking for ones written by people alive.
Some of the ones about death are written by people that are alive.
Okay.
Just not the ones about war, probably.
Can I tell if any of them are higher up?
What do you mean?
Like higher up in the church or their position?
Well, I feel like that most of them are all at the same level because there's no war going on right now. Because it's the goddess of war and there's no war. So they're kind of all low-level clerics.
Okay.
In both the literal and figurative sense.
He just takes a note of those handwriting for later.
Okay. So basically, any one of the order could be representing the entire order at this point.
Okay,
which is what I'm assuming you wanted from that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Alex, what were you gonna do?
Oh, I was going to go to whoever was basically in charge of this local division and double check on their.
Well, no one's de facto, of course, but
right.
From what I just said, but there's someone that everybody else listens to.
I want to know if they have their basically their wards up.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay.
We'll see how well they pan out, though, as we roll a survival. Or not survival, an encounter with the -20 because we're in a established location that's safe.
May I roll it?
Sure.
It's a D100, right?
Yeah, and it's, I believe, -20, which is what I said, but I needed to...
30.
140. What?
30? 30.
Yep.
Stationary is... Oh. Okay. A priest of another sect sleeps there during the night. You know, during the first watch, quote unquote, we do need 2 more rolls.
Here's a question: what is the cleric of?
I forgot to minus the 20, but that's 60. I don't know. It's not of the. It's got to be one of the ones of the 12th day Danon. Otherwise, you know. Oh wow. Okay. We'll get to that last roll after mine. But, wow.
Heck yeah.
Would I be able to see if he had any papers on him?
You could see that he does.
What do you want me to roll?
I mean, you can see that he does, because passive perception,
okay.
You could tell that he's carrying some scrolls.
Yeah, I just want to nab them real quick, look at the handwriting, and put them back.
Do another stealth, which you should be fine with.
22.
Yeah, he's not going to beat that. So, yep. I mean, unless it's a nat 20, I guess I should roll.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Actually, going off of your priest, their perception would be a lot higher, but I'm not going off of yours because yours is an adventurer.
Yeah.
So you do that real quick. Nobody notices. My roll was actually 60 because I forgot to minus the 20.
Mm-hmm.
60. We're still in the plains. But what was the 60 on the paper? Let me go. Stationary 60. Okay. I needed D4 and a D8 again. D4 and a D10 again. Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Let us see.
4 and a 5. Page 27. Oh. Okay. So one of the priests on watch is a statue in the morning.
We don't notice this?
It's my centaur's watch. So he's probably just like sitting, like probably not even on watch. He's probably just sitting in his room twiddling his thumbs for the quote-unquote watch that you guys insisted that he stay up for while you're in a monastery.
Oh, heck no! I would have put Gardaxian on watch.
Okay, well, what's its perception, or not perception? Wisdom, which is probably not great because it's a skeleton.
-1.
Yeah.
So
it didn't notice this, but there's a statue in the morning of a priest that was not there before, and you think you might have talked to that guy, but we're not quite there yet. We need to interpret that -3.
Well, I mean, if it's anything like the old Civilization games, it just goes back to the maximum.
Oh no, it's Gandhi again.
Yeah, that's actually why Gandhi AI is very aggressive.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to say that the red X also denotes that beneath this is a certain thing. You hear whispers during at some point about the crystal caverns beneath the temple that they are keeping safe, or rather that they are keeping things in. It's you probably heard it called the crystal prison or something.
Okay. Would it happen to be a Tarask?
No. If you actually ask that, they're like, no. Why would we have that under our temple? Are you insane?
Well, that's the best place to build, is right above the temple, so that way if we have to release it into the world, we have the control.
Michael. Oh, too bad it's not a dragon, right?
My guy interjects. Well, actually, you see, we've been sent to investigate things of crystal caverns, and so it would aid us in our research.
Nobody is allowed down there, I'm sorry. Not even members of the Order.
Then really? How do you know it's down there?
Huh?
How do you know it's down there?
Oh, you probably read some of the texts of the old Order. Like, their high priest is supposed to be the only one that goes down there, but there's no high priest.
Okay.
So they're just judging by the written stuff that they have, but there was nothing specific about the crystals other than don't break them.
I would like to challenge that and tell them, as I'm the most powerful cleric in the presence, that I am the high priest.
You're a death cleric, right?
Yes.
Who did you want to be your... Did you have an idea of a god before now?
I'm going to go with the same one that the Raven Queen.
Oh, it's not the Raven Queen technically, because it's not the same, that setting, but the Morrigan. It's crows actually with the Morrigan.
While they're distracted by his
you may be the most powerful, but you are not worthy because you have not been in war. So it's just going to turn into an argument. So what did you want, Michael?
When he does that outburst, I will stealthily touch the guy who was turned to stone.
Okay.
And I believe... and then I cast Greater Restoration on him.
Shit.
That should reverse the effects of a cockatrice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then it does.
I was going to try dispelling magic on him and be like, I brought this man back to life, but never mind.
Dispelling magic wouldn't work.
Okay. And then hearing this argument... Because
it's actually not magic.
Yeah, hearing this argument... but my good cleric friend has been in a war of a far-off land, of a far-off place, in a far-off sky.
That's gonna take a really, really hard roll of deception.
I am lying through my teeth. 27.
Can I help him?
Yeah. You can go ahead and roll again for advantage.
Advantage.
And also let me check something real quick.
We're gonna bluff our way in the catacombs.
I mean, you can. You rolled a mini delve, so I put it underneath the temple.
And I'm going to add my bardic inspiration to this.
Okay, because I didn't tell you the results yet. That's fine.
Yeah. So.
And I will tell them that we were sent here to check on the caverns to make sure they have not been. Holy shit!
That's what I was worried about right there. Was that nat 20?
Well, the thing is, with the advantage and also my inspiration, that's a 47.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a nat 20.
We are the new gods.
So this guy stares at you and says,
so well.
"You're from above the mushroom forest."
I lied so well. Even you believe it, Alex.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Which at this point that could be part of your backstory. You guys are level 20.
Yeah.
It could be that you were from above. Yeah, you could have been from north of the mushroom forest.
I mean, define above.
I said
if I was a
north
mile to the hand, wouldn't
it's
I be
defined
above?
as north of because it's above on the map.
Oh, okay. Holy shit.
So this wasn't a lie. This is the truth. Now.
It's the truth now.
I lie so well. It's the truth.
My centaur's just sitting there like, when did this happen? And then he remembers somehow, instead of remembering you in the city from all time, he remembers you coming south from the north, coming south.
All right.
But he himself has never been up there. So, bowing to your greater authority, they let you into the caverns. Gotta pull the PDF up now.
The mini delve will not be denied to us.
You guys are gonna just go straight through this thing too, because
yes,
so has a terrible evil, and we're like, man, this is like Tuesday.
We need payback for the last mini delve.
Yeah, this time we're the high CR.
We walk in.
It also has specific creatures for it, so to do third-party adventures. The Cave of Crystals, Crystal Cavern, Cave of Crystals, or whatever. Also, this dungeon will be reset for the non-level 20 characters.
That's fair, but at least we know it's there.
But yeah, you as the players know. The Cave of Crystals, you're going to blast right through this. Alright, he leads you down to the Cave of Crystals. He warns you that not to break the crystals because that's what the texts say. But
I point out that he shouldn't be down here.
Well, no, like you're not in the cave yet. You're just outside where he's allowed to be, and he's like, "There you go." Yeah. And
do the texts say what happens if we do break the crystals? Not that we intend to, but if we find any broken, what should we expect?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll tell you if we find out.
All right.
It just says that it'd be really bad. Is your centaur friend going too?
Why, of course.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip. As I slowly make my way down this really steep stairs, for some reason, these are really steep stairs. Takes me forever. Also, I hope no one's behind him because he doesn't wear clothes.
And then I shall cast True Seeing on myself.
And not
you see
donk.
me rub a look.
Cast anti-light shell.
Yeah.
I'd advise a party. I'll go first, and I'll cast this to keep everything at bay just in case.
Does not work on constructs or undead. Aww.
All right.
But my range is 20 feet.
Yeah, but it doesn't work on undead, so yeah. Sad day. Yeah, but everybody else.
You see me nod as I'm applying some ointment on around my eyes.
Heck yeah. Have we all seen the dark?
Do I have dark vision? I feel like I do.
Are there lights?
Currently, I now have True Sight.
Okay, that's what you were doing. I was like, what are you doing? Dark vision. I do not have dark vision. I light a torch.
All right.
And then we get through into the main part of the... So we go through the mouth into the actual cave. First cave area, anyways. I want to see if...
Yeah, which if you're wondering what that means... I see in normal and magical darkness, I see invisible creatures and objects. I automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them. I perceive the original forms of a shapeshifter or a creature that is transformed by magic. And furthermore, I see into the ethereal plane.
Holy shit.
Oh, so Misty Step doesn't even work. Okay.
Yep.
And Crystal
True Seeing, that is to a range of 120 feet.
Oh, you can see you can true see larger than the cave you're in.
Yeah, I also notice secret doors hidden by magic as well. As the spell.
Well, not in the first room. But okay, thank you for telling me that. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna breeze right through this place.
We see everything.
An easy Arcana check. Okay, well, make an Arcana check just as you look at these milky crystals.
Okay.
I mean, I probably won't pass, but...
I will use my thing to add a d12 to the roll. So I'm going to roll my Arcana and then roll a d12 to add to it.
I've crit.
17.
You two know upon sight that these crystals should not be milky, they should be clear. Or cloudy. Milky, cloudy. That's the same descriptive, right?
Well, shit, I guess I need to purify them.
Okay. At the far end of the chamber is an ancient-looking stone altar covered in cobwebs. To your left is a large 20-foot deep pit, and to your right is a small tunnel opening.
Oh, this is obviously a sacrificial. They should have been keeping up with the sacrifice.
So what does True Sight give you? Like...
True Sight.
Can you roll it into the chat? That might be easier, so I can just read it real quick.
Well,
give me a sec.
Rolling True Seeing does that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Secret doors hidden by magic. Oh, hidden by magic specifically. Okay. Then,
well, the thing is, True Sight also lets me see in normal magical darkness. I see invisible things.
Right.
I'll
traps.
I'll paste True Sight into the chat.
I'm pretty sure you can't see non-magical traps.
So when you actually cast that roll, we actually do get to see the card too. So that blue card that you have, it shows us that.
Say what?
Oh.
I pasted True Sight into the chat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I see. Too bad it doesn't give you a dark sight, too.
Well, it gives him
dark. It gives him greater dark vision, which lets him see in color in the darkness.
I'm also seeing into the ethereal plane, so I'm seeing multiple right now.
You were seeing the source of magic, or the plane. No, not the not magic. The ethereal plane is the one where souls go when they die.
Yeah, that's a problem. So that Arcana check, you see, our good human didn't have to make that check with True Sight. There are spirits trapped in these crystals, and they are not the good kind.
Oh, fuck yeah. These are soul crystals. I can use these powers to...
they look very vindictive.
These souls to channel.
So, could I know that these souls are just flat out evil?
They look vindictive. I don't know.
I really want to take one.
Well, I just look and don't say anything.
Do you have some sort of... Yeah. Do you have some sort of... You might feel like casting to detect good or evil or something, but you know that they look like they're... unless you have something that actually straight up tells you that something's evil.
I cast Shatter.
Why?
No, I'm kidding.
Please no. Please no. Because then I'd have to decide how many crystals are in here.
I do have the ability to detect. I think I have it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, because if you can detect good or evil innately, then you would know.
Oh, duh. I don't need to cast a spell. I have. Hold on. Channel Divinity. I'll use it once.
Oh, you'll just use it.
That's it. No, is it Eye of the Grave? Oh, Eye of the Grave. Can sense undead as an action. I can open senses magically to undead until end of next turn. I know location of them that isn't behind total cover or protected from divination magics. Does not tell identity or capabilities.
Oh, so no, it doesn't tell you alignment.
Oh, no, yeah, it only tells me if it's
undead. You might do that anyways. It's a cave that they're not supposed to enter.
Yeah, well, that's just the first level thing I get.
Do you just automatically? Oh, you have to activate
it. I can use it my wisdom time, my wisdom modifier. So I'll use that. I'll use one of them.
Okay. You are surrounded by spirits. I keep saying evil. You know they're evil as players, but your characters don't necessarily know that they're evil. You are surrounded by spirits. As you get closer to a crystal, you realize it's in the crystal. So each crystal has at least one spirit in it.
Well, should I keep her of souls then? Can seize any vitality from a parting soul and use it to heal the living.
It's already been departed. It's been captured after leaving.
I'm debating if we should dispel them.
My natural curiosity and suspicion of things, I sneak off a little bit, if I can.
Let's see. I have a torch. This chamber's supposed to be really big, so you could probably get out of my torchlight.
I do so.
Okay. What's your passive again, Alex?
15, but I wouldn't care if he snuck off.
Okay. I was only asking because you technically have dark vision, so... Actually, roll a stealth if you want to actually be hidden, so that if he...
Animate dead!
Okay, so you will not notice that... animate dead needs a body.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I go to the far off end of the room.
Okay.
I look at one of the spirits, and okay. I softly say to it, "You can understand me, right?" Nod. If the yes.
You can see into, but can you hear?
That's why I said nod. I can see.
Okay, so, but it's a spirit. I guess I was going to treat them as shadows, so it can nod. So it does. I think. What languages are you speaking in?
I am speaking common.
Do demons speak common? Or just demonic?
I believe
or whatever?
So. Infernal. I think it depends on the level of demon, but most of them probably do, just so they can deal with...
well, the low-level ones wouldn't, because they normally don't have to. But given the backstory, yes, they understand common.
Okay.
So he nods, or it nods, I guess. You can't tell gender.
Now, I can help you if you're willing to answer me some questions about this place.
It listens, but it doesn't show that it's listening. It just sits there.
Nod if you agree to this.
A different one nods.
Know that My wrath will be swift if you try to do anything to me, or those traveling with me, or if you try to run. Am I clear?
It nods.
And could I roll an intimidate to try to make sure?
Sure. If I'm using shadows, they probably don't have a very good defense against intimidate. Let me look up shadows just to make sure.
I'm going to use the inspiration thing to add a d12.
Oh gosh.
So 30.
I somehow doubt that you need
Dispel
to, but
evil and good.
yeah, but you have to choose which one when you cast it. Oh wait.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, perfect. I searched shadow. I'm using a different shadow than I was thinking. This is perfect. Oh, okay. So according to this, they don't speak common, but because of the backstory in the module, they speak common. What do you usually use to resist intimidate? Wisdom?
Wisdom generally.
And that's okay.
I thought it was charisma. My bad.
So wisdom or charisma?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The only way they could have succeeded with it was with a nat 20.
All right.
I mean, you know, he rolled a 30 total with the 11.
Yeah. So I go over and I break that crystal that has that one in it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
A shadow demon manifests.
And then I cast resurrection on it.
What does resurrection specifically say?
Oh, shit. Right here.
I touch a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century, that didn't die of old age, and that isn't it has to be not undead.
Well, is it undead?
No, actually, it's just a demon. Because it's a shadow demon. However,
so it
is more than a century dead.
Shit, you need true resurrection. Okay.
I believe that wastes the spell slot too.
Yeah. And also this took me an hour to attempt it.
So you were just... Okay, during that hour, what did we do?
Well, I investigated that...
He straight up just disappeared on us.
Okay. Well, I'm going to investigate the...
So there was the pitfall trap, and there's a tunnel to the right. So there or not pitfall trap. There's a chasm to the left, and there's a tunnel to the right, and there's the altar in the back.
I'm gonna investigate the altar.
Okay. Were you wary of traps?
No.
Yeah, not with the 12, probably. You are caught in a web. It was a thin web that you just didn't see as you approached the altar. You can start trying to escape immediately because whatever. The centaur approaches to try to help cut you out.
I cast Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip.
Which is... I'm going to say that it's weak to fire. Oh, wait, it's radiant?
Uh-huh.
Snap. Sorry. This thing is still there.
Oh, balls.
Because it's not fire damage. It should be. It's radiant. Well, it's Sacred Flame. Why is it radiant damage?
Right.
Well, because it's sacred, so thus it's radiant.
Yeah. However, the material is flammable, so I guess it would then catch on fire. But then the centaur slashes the rest of the HP away. Probably. Let me roll it to hit here. See, probably using the dagger. He's not using the action on it. Well, yeah, but if I crit fail, I'll hit you. Okay.
Awesome.
8. The 15 is not there because I didn't activate that. Oh my goodness! This thing is still barely holding on to you. And seeing that, well, that didn't work. Well, and seeing that, my centaur then uses his fist as his bonus action
and punches the webs,
and punches you free of the webs. Probably. Let me make sure I hit. Let's see. That's using dex. Wait, what do I use to hit with the strength? Right.
Yes.
It didn't let me put unarmed as a drag over thing, so I'm just gonna. Yes, okay.
Wait. I was just say if you need, I'll cast guidance.
Oh no, it's a web. I just needed it was very unlikely I was going to miss this. I just needed to make sure I hit it. And it doesn't matter that it probably has resistance to getting punched because the last few strands that were holding you in place drop away.
Okay, cool. I will thank my friend and continue my investigation.
Which it looks like it's a sacrificial altar, but you get nothing else because that was a 12.
Heck yeah. I will walk over to the pit.
So as you go to leave where the web was, a giant spider that descends from the ceiling. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Let me get over there first and pop that up. I
look up a shade blob.
Hold on, I need to clear this before you do that as well.
Don't worry, Mr. Frodo.
I cast Spare the Dying because I've given her... Yes. Don't you die on me now, Mr. Frodo.
Okay, I'm just going to do my
Frodo
initiative.
died. Resurrection.
5.17. Just roll initiative. I'll just put it in the turn order tracker. Or you can use the donk token if you want to.
Yeah, I can use the donk token. Wait, what? Oh, gosh darn it.
Or not. Your initiative worked, but the... No, don't worry about it. I'll just put it in.
Okay.
Morana. I'm not going to put Silver Axe. That's too much. And then, what's a spider's?
Here? How close does the spider descend to me? Because I still have anti-life shell on, and it can't get within 20 feet of me.
It descends, and then it like kind of does this sliding motion over the shell.
Okay.
Because it was going to catch you from when you were in the trap, but now it's just sliding over it. So actually, in that case, it's going to go after. It's going to go right now, but it can't get any closer, so it's probably going to use its like, web shot or something.
The nails and chalkboard thing.
That is why I put that up.
I'll just put it as 2, so I can just do this.
Oh man.
Okay. So basically, the 2 rounds we got were the rounds of the spider getting close enough to even descend down from the ceiling. And I need
just
to
hear this.
decide what kind of. No, you don't hear anything. It just as it descends, it's just pushed away by your magic. You can see it trying to scrabble, but there's nothing to hold on to, so it just goes to the side.
To scrabble. But use the word schizophrenic with Ismailodocious. What word will you use?
Woof.
No? Too worth the joke?
What?
No, that was really good.
I'm not sure I caught what you were going for there, but
you said it was scrabbling, so I said it used the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What word would you use?
I don't know, but it didn't get enough points to hold on to the game, and it lost. I'm trying to decide what kind of spider to use. You guys are level 20 characters. I'll use a phase spider.
A planar spider.
What now?
A planar spider. It can travel through the planes.
Well, a phase spider can kind of do that. Let me switch to monsters here, see if that's official or not.
BRB real quick, restroom.
Maybe it was the other one that I was thinking of. Maybe it's the phase spider.
Yeah, the phase spider is the one that you rode out and back onto the material plane. You told me about that.
Yes, thank you.
So yes, it's the phase spider. I'm like, planar spider. Planar spider does sound like something really scary, though.
Oh, yeah.
This is...
that'd be fun. Just picks you up out of the middle of nowhere.
I was going to say, what CR is this? But it doesn't matter, technically. So maybe it appeared, like, next to you, and then it kind of just, like, got pushed away by the anti-life shell. And in that case, there were chalkboard sounds as it was trying to cling onto the ground.
I look down and there's just scratch marks as it's being pushed out.
Well, let's see. Its strength is 15. Yeah, there's scratch marks. So technically, if Michael's character were looking for phase spiders, he would have seen it because it goes to the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
But it was probably like on the ceiling in the ethereal plane, and nobody ever looks up.
Oh no! No one ever looks up.
Which is why the spider originally was just going to descend, but this is like it jumped down in the ethereal plane and then it phased back in and then it got pushed away. So this does not have web throwing, actually, probably because it can teleport between the planes. So
look at the... Oh, it does? Okay, that makes sense.
So it can't attack you.
It cannot?
No, you can't get close enough.
I just look at it and just watch it.
So it's your turn again.
Okay. Well, I will send my deceased brother out to go and meet it in battle.
Okay. Your brother should technically be on the initiative after you. So what do you actually do? Speaking a command is a free action. You can be like, "Hey, attack the thing."
Okay. I will tell him to shoot
It actually is right after you. That's perfect.
Heck yeah. Give me a second. I'm looking at my spells because I'm not used to having this many.
So I guess technically Gardain would have been able to get you out of the web if your brother realized what was going on. Instead of me.
You know what? This is going to be some good payback. Oh, no, wait. No, that's terrible. I can't do that. I was going to banish it, but
it'd come right back.
It only lasts for a minute, so it comes right back.
And it'd come right back anyways, because doesn't that send it to the ethereal plane?
It sends it to a different plane, but it doesn't specify which one. It's incapacitated in the other plane, so technically speaking, something in the other plane, depending on which plane it is, could dispatch it, but...
Yeah, I feel like Banish normally sends it to somewhere safe, except it's unconscious, so it's either the astral or the ethereal.
Yeah. Well, shoot, you know what? I'll cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
Burn it. Burn it.
Just to bump the CR up, I'm going to say it has max health.
Okay.
You see this going on while you're preparing your thing. Okay, it doesn't die yet.
First one. Yeah, sorry.
Not even close, actually.
Yeah, I double-clicked on accident.
Well, it's a DC 19. What kind of save is it? Dex?
Yes.
It's not impossible, I guess. +2. No, it takes all 13.
Yeah.
I feel like spiders should have a weakness against fire, which wouldn't matter, but I still feel like they should.
Well, yeah, radiant. So it takes light damage.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's the holy flame appears next to it, and it deals damage via the light, and then it just disappears.
Yep.
Come to the light.
No, it burns. Anything else? No bonus action. You cast a spell already, so you probably can't do anything else.
Nope, I'll just stand there.
Unless you were a sorcerer, then you could spend sorcerer's points.
Yeah.
Your brother, who is freakishly tall for being your brother.
He's adopted.
Oh, quick question. Yeah. In your mind, do female dwarves have beards?
No.
Okay.
Nope, I prefer a clean-shaven female dwarf.
All right, female dwarves in the South Reaches are clean-shaven, as in they don't grow facial hair the same way that male dwarves do. They probably do, but it's like tiny little wispy things that they end up just getting rid of. What?
Yeah. They get really cool sideburns.
Oh, they do get the sideburns, but they don't get... So they have mutton chops. That's how you tell that they're female.
No chin hair.
That's great.
And no mustache either. Just the mutton chops.
Oh, man.
Gosh, mustache.
Grow... I'm making a note of this. Sideburns. All right, now we know what female dwarves look like in the South Reaches. They look like the master of the house.
I'm dying on that one. Okay.
I assume he uses his bone spike weapon.
Wait, what? I have a bone spike weapon?
A Gardain.
On him?
Well, that's what a sword is. It grows out of him because...
there it is.
It's the justification for the damage.
Yeah.
Also, we don't have to do this on an actual playmat because it's...
Wait, did that...
It's a set distance away from you at all times. Bone Spike, attack 18. Attack 18 hits. You click the attack. So it says attack 18, you click attack. There you go. 22 damage plus the 13 is 35. Out of that, it is bloodied.
Oh, shit! All right.
It is actually... Yeah, it's bloodied, but it's still pretty mobile still. The centaur slowly trots forward. Clip-clop, clip-clop, clip-clop. You imagine he could move, like, way faster than this. Like, he could totally, like, do rings around this spider.
Oh, yeah.
Since he already had the dagger out, that's what he's using for his first attack. He's not taking the action to do anything with it, so he's just attacking normal with it. And it already has +1, so he's not going to do that. That hits. For 8 damage. Sadly, just 8 damage. Then he's going to use, his fist. Oh, wait, no, he has multi-attack. He's going to attack with it again. Hehe. I have an extra attack, so... Oh, 5 damage, yeah, but I need to roll the actual. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that also hits for another 5 damage. Then uses his bonus action to attack with his fist weapon.
Hell yeah. The spider's going splat.
And misses.
Farewell, Spooter. No one will remember you.
No, because I missed.
Check your Skype chat. Found the perfect.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Not a pretty dwarf.
That'd be the prettiest dwarf that I've ever seen.
Oh my.
Oh. Well, I guess I found the new thumbnail for the episode. Or it's going in the thumbnail for the episode, I should say. I normally don't do that, but that's too good.
That is amazing.
Anyways, it's the spider's turn. Well, the centaur did less damage to it. Actually, I think it's going to try to escape by using its bonus action to go to the ethereal realm. Or plane.
Okay.
That does not provoke attacks of opportunity, I don't think. Because it's not actually moving.
No.
In the normal sense.
Yeah. It's spatially moving, but not physically.
Yeah, so it moves to the other plane of existence. You can no longer see it. And
is it on the ethereal plane?
You can, but you're in the middle of your ritual.
Yeah.
Yep.
To me, I'm just like, why did they stop attacking it? It's right there.
And then you notice the wispiness around it, and then it leaves. Like it runs off. And it seems to run through the wall because it's not actually there for it.
Bye!
So you see this comically looking scene where everybody attacks it. It barely survives. It goes to the ethereal plane, and then it walks through the wall to get away.
I mean, that'll end most fights if you walk through a wall.
Yeah, but all that we see is that it disappears.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to continue investigating the pit then.
All right. The pit. The pit of despair.
And for shit and giggles, I will throw, I don't know, like a rock or something down there.
Did you already roll and investigate for that? I don't think you did because we went into combat.
I did not.
Okay.
Roll and investigate.
Let's see.
There we go.
Assume that's the area to here. Yeah, the pit.
I'm doing better now.
You see a whole bunch of spider-eaten carcasses.
Like someone has eaten a spider? Mini spiders in here?
No. Carcasses eaten by spiders. Spider-eaten carcasses. They're very, very old-looking. Most of them, anyways. Like, you see some deer, dogs, hawks. Those are very old. Like, you can barely tell that's what they are. I'm not going to make you roll a nature check for that. But there's some ones that look kind of fresh. If you want to know what they are, it's going to be a nature check. I don't know why these are listed as nature, but hey, I didn't write the module.
Well, my suspicion is that if, quote unquote, if they have followed the rules and not broken the rules like us and stayed out, then that means that the spider has been able to bring things back. But being a planar spider, I think you could probably do that safely. But there might be another entrance.
Well, fair. But do you want to know what this weird looking creature is? Let me give you a slight description of this. I'm sure it's here somewhere.
You tell by the mutton chops on the side of the skull. It was a
yes.
There's like bones that like push out the cheek slightly where the mutton chops are supposed to be.
No, dwarven bones retain their hair no matter what.
Let's see, a 13. Yeah, okay. So it's a flump, and you know things about the flump, but I'm trying to... Where is it?
Does anyone really truly know about the flump? Or is the flump something that we can never truly understand?
Is a flump an actual creature, or is it something that they just came up with?
I would want to say no, but knowing how strange creature names can be, I'm going to say probably it's actually a creature.
Notes.
Oh, shit!
Is it an actual creature?
It is an actual creature. It's a jellyfish with 2 eye stalks.
Oh, yeah, it's that one.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
And like a shit ton of mouths.
Yeah, okay. So, and it floats. Yeah, it's one of those. You know whatever the flavor text is. They drift through the underdark, propelled through the air by the jets whose sound give them their name. It also smells slightly of brimstone. It doesn't say that, but that's me saying that. It glows faintly. This one doesn't because it's dead. Soft pink is amused, deep blue is sad, green is curious, crimson is anger. See, this is why I don't think it should be a nature check, because they're from the Underdark. But whatever, it's a nature check.
Well, they're natural creatures from the Underdark. It's just the Underdark.
No, they're aberrations.
It's a strange place.
Yeah.
So it should be like Arcana, but whatever.
Arcana, yeah.
Yeah, it should be. But...
Whatever.
I'm saying why it might be.
I don't know. What's your Arcana look like? Is it worse than 2 or better than 2?
It's exactly the same.
Okay, then you still passed.
Well, my suspicion is that it most likely came from a broken crystal at some point.
Right, because you don't know what the crystals are.
Yeah.
Or
there's like an entrance to the Underdark here. We'll find out.
Well, there doesn't necessarily need to be any sort of recent entrance to the Underdark. Why am I typing this in? I need to go to my character sheet. So you're investigating... Ooh. What was your investigation again? What did it end up
13.
as? 13?
Or 19. 19 was the investigation.
Oh, okay. Then there was a human skeleton as well, covered in spiderwebs. You kind of moved it to the side, and there's a 10-foot opening that leads to another chamber.
Below all the bones?
It's like it was connected to spiderwebs, and you just like push it aside to see if there's something behind it, and the spiderwebs break, and there's a way back behind.
Sure. Screw it. Let's find out what's down there.
Make another perception check. The centaur is also going to make a perception check. Okay, the centaur walks right into another spiderweb trap.
Yeah!
That you try to stop it, but it moves too quickly because its move speed is 70.
Oh, shit.
So it walks right into the spiderweb. It's like, oh, come on. This is really embarrassing. It's only my front half. It's like his torso is like caught in the trap and the rest of him's like fine.
I will very deftly clean him.
Well, he's going to make a strength check to try to get it out first.
Oh, okay. As I say, I could give him a close shave.
A moderate DC strength. Okay, well, I'm a monk, so I get +8 to my strength.
Woof.
Woof. He's like, oh, this is really annoying, and then he just rips right through it. Like, oh, I'm good. But let's keep going.
Flexing through that fishnet.
He probably did just flex because he's a monk. Alright, we are in room 3 now. Well, some of us are.
1/B/1.
There are egg sacs that seem to be both in this plane and not in this plane at the same time.
Cool. I'm going to grab one.
There are some carcasses. Several of these eggs have been hatched.
Even better. Do I actually see any of the babies?
As you notice this, you see a swarm of spiders. Well, four swarms of spiders.
Heck yeah.
These are not grown up yet, so they cannot do any of the cool stuff their parents can.
Well, they still can't touch me.
No, like, the reason you see the swarm of spiders is as you approach, they kind of just get pushed away from you. Okay, so it's a swarm variant, so I need to search swarm, not swarm of.
How wide is the room/entryway that we're in?
So the spell can't kill them, so they're not being crushed against the wall.
Oh, yeah. And if I were to try to do that, it would actually, if I summoned it and there was something in the 20-foot area, it would actually dispel it.
Okay, it's a swarm of insects variant, right?
I believe so.
It is... Let me see if there's actually swarm of spiders on here. It didn't pop up when I searched swarm of spiders, so I just searched swarm. Swarm of cranium rats, no. Swarm of rock grubs, ew. Okay. Yeah, it's a variant, but it's not listed in here because, hooray. I'm pretty sure the variant just gives it poison and wall climb.
Okay. You know what?
Gonna use insects.
I think...
But there are four of these swarms that have coalesced into one at the moment because they're all being pushed in the same place. but they're still treated as 4. I think we'll keep the same initiative. Why not? So it is your turn.
Okay. Hold on, I'm looking at.
So the thing is that you personally could just walk away and not ever be affected by these guys.
Yeah.
So you might not care.
I was debating if I want to catch, if I want to cast Contagion on them.
What does...
Contagion, basically, I give a disease and it keeps spreading.
Oh, so they just all get a disease and die.
Yeah. But they're planar spiders.
Yeah, but they're also, like, babies. So, like, they'll probably die before they can spread it. Plus, if you did that and they're face spiders, then they will spread it not just in this area. They'll spread it everywhere.
Exactly.
But I know it's a swarm and all, but I'm pretty sure you would only hit one of them, too. So it'd have to spread through the swarm first.
And I'll just be like, okay, cool. Do I see anything besides the egg sacs?
No.
Okay, well, I'll go back
I mean... You grabbed one. Did you actually, like, try looking for things?
No, I just grabbed an egg.
Well, you grabbed an egg sac because they lay small eggs. Otherwise, swarm of spiders doesn't make sense. So you just turn to leave.
Yep.
The centaur follows, just so it doesn't get attacked as you leave. But he's going to try to make a perception check real quick before... Boop. Okay, he grabs ring, a couple of short swords, and a helmet.
Nice.
Which counts as a whole piece of whole armor because it's not piecemeal.
Yeah.
One ring. I'm gonna say that's probably just worth 50 GP because that's usually what a ring's worth. Or 500, my bad, 500 GP. This is high level. Couple of short swords. Probably a +3 because it's high level. And what kind of armor can you wear, Michael?
Light armor, I do believe.
What's in light armor?
Like leather and
light. Studded leather is the highest AC. Then you have leather chain, I believe is 2.
Is a chain shirt light?
I believe so. Give me, yeah.
It needs to be metal.
Yeah, studded leather is the only one that has any metal in it.
Okay. Yeah. What can you wear then?
Chain shirt is medium.
Okay. What kind of armor can you wear then, Alex?
Medium. But I already have maxed armor.
Right. We'll go with enchanted studded leather then.
Okay.
I wanted to adamantine it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Breastplate, half plate. I mean, I'm already wearing adamantine half plate.
Yeah. Okay. So, we go back into the main chamber, of course. And I just look around. I'm like, I think he's in here somewhere. And then I'm just like, I'll just leave this really glowing-looking studded leather right here. And then,
perfect.
Like, you see him do this, and you're, like, right next to us. We just don't see you because you critted on that stealth. And then we just walk off.
I am one with the shadow.
We don't see or hear you.
Yeah.
Are you doing, like, hand signals with the demon?
No, he's setting up that 1 hour long ritual.
Oh, right.
So we, like, by the time we're done with this, we'll say he's done by then, but...
Okay.
Normally,
and I failed
he wouldn't be. And you eventually fail because it's been dead for too long.
Yeah, but are you? And then I asked the thing: are you from this plane?
This plane, yes, but not. But before this realm existed. That should be very confusing to you because you didn't know that those were different things.
What will you do now that you are free?
The town is no longer here, so I do not know. Though I do know that you chose right on which of us to free.
I'm going to incite this guy.
He's totally trying to kiss your ass.
Okay, you can incite.
I do not trust him. I am not a trusting person.
Yeah, those words I do not.
21.
He's basically saying that none of the other ones would have been intimidated by you enough to stick around for an hour.
Okay.
What he's saying is that, so basically, some of the spirits are still really, really angry, and you just happened to find one that wasn't as angry as the other ones.
What happened to you?
We were tricked.
Why?
The town that was here before, they offered us a sacrifice, and then trapped us in the crystals.
Ah. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, wait a minute, they're evil then.
As you look at this, like, what's the name of the demon hunter from Warcraft 3?
No clue.
Or any demon hunter from WoW is what it looks like. Yeah. It's got that kind of, demon hunter silhouette. So you knew it was a satyr style of thing, but now you're pretty sure it's a demon.
Okay. And to clarify above board, would banish work on this thing?
Technically, I'm pretty sure it would.
Meaning, like, if it was longer than a minute, it would be gone, and it wouldn't pop back.
No, it would pop right back because banishment's the...
Banishment. Let me read what banishment says. I'm pulling it up.
To another plane of existence. If the target is a native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the creature to harmless demi-plane.
Right. So technically it is an inhabitant of this plane.
If the target is a native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise.
So, native as in its race, or native as in it personally?
Its race.
Basically where it came into existence, I think, actually.
Yeah, like a demon, if I use banishment on a demon, it would banish it to that. But if I banish the cleric...
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna interpret this as native as in they were born there, or native as in their race.
It's generally speaking the race.
Right. Because normally demons would have been summoned, and then they would still be the same demon from there, but this is a race of demons that existed on this plane. Being an offshoot of the other demon. I feel like it would banish it to a demi-plane.
Okay.
If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left. So, yeah, you can cancel your hour-long thing to do this. Which is what I assume you're going to do.
Well, would I assume the banishment would actually keep it away, or no?
Well, even if it's from that plane, it would stay on the demi-plane after a minute. I think.
Well, no.
It is incapacitated, remains there until... Well, the demi-plane in this specific setting would be another realm, which would mean that it would stay there. Because it would still be the plane that it's from. So you might actually get the popping noise, just for flavor.
Okay, but I can banish it.
Yeah, you know it's a demon. It just kind of basically said it's not really from here, but it's kind of from here, so you're not sure how it'll work.
Oh, you don't want to bind it to yourself?
Will you do anything to the dentist? I'm assuming this is an evil thing, and I don't really want this going back to me.
Right.
So I'm going to cast banishment on it, and I'm going to use, and that's a Christmas saving throw. I'm going to also use cutting words, which basically I reduce its saving throw by what I roll on my bardic inspiration.
Okay, go ahead and roll that one.
So it's reduced by 2. The best of rolls.
Oh, of course. Could have been better. So I had to go back to Shadow Demon because I was reading Banishment.
Yeah, DC 19.
You said Charisma?
Yeah, Charisma.
Okay, its bonus is gone. No, it's gone. There is a very, very faint popping noise. And I'm assuming you've done this before, so you know the popping means if you end the spell now, it will never come back.
I sigh and make sure it never comes back.
You end the spell. I feel like this is like right after I dropped the armor.
and then I fade in from the shadows. Where were you two?
Down a hole.
I was around here. I turned around and you were gone.
No, are you sure your response isn't? Of course, you're a dwarf.
No.
That's racist.
It's also true.
I'm a liar and a scoundrel, but I'm not a racist.
Oh, so in that case, you would say, "Oh, that I've never heard of a dwarf doing that before," and you would sound very truthful.
I literally just said, I've been here. I just turned around and you guys were gone. I didn't know where you went.
Right. Yeah.
Likewise. Must have been some crazy magic.
Well,
yes.
I mean, we did fight a phase spider thing, so that's not surprising.
What is this, then?
Oh, we went down there. There was another cave. There were some spiders that can't get close to him because he's doing some cleric thing. And I think this is magical. It's glowing faintly. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yes, magic. I've only dabbled a little bit in it.
Yeah, because we don't know that you're a bard.
Nope, not at all.
And then I take, though I did learn a little bit, and so I take like a pearl and like gently rub it on the thing.
You're detecting magic?
No, I take 10 minutes to identify.
Oh, so you're taking a short rest, basically. Well, not a full short rest because you're using the.
Well, I'm ritually casting.
Right. Or we could just take a short rest because there's 2 swords, also.
I mean, if you two want to, sure.
Yeah, let's find out if they're any good.
All right, they are 2 short swords of +3. Which is as high as the magic items go in the books. Though they say they can go higher. I'm just going to say they're +3. Do you use short swords?
I do not.
I use
rapier, I keep one because it's a Kensei weapon for me.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I can just drop it in from the compendium. What am I doing?
I won't use any other weapons but the battle axe that my parents have bestowed upon me.
Okay, then did you want this one? Michael's character.
Is a short sword a simple weapon?
No.
Yes.
No?
It is not?
No, yes it is. I was thinking longsword. Yes, it is.
Okay. I take it gingerly. I guess I probably won't be that good with it.
You're really good with swords, aren't you?
No, actually my strength is kind of terrible.
Oh, so for once you're not lying.
Well, he's acting like he can't use it really.
Oh, right. You're acting like you've never used one before, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Worst case scenario, you can throw it.
I put my dagger of venom away on my belt. I might need it later, but the short sword is the thing that's easier for me to get to now.
Okay. What is the studded leather?
+3.
Okay.
If it were metal armor, either it'd be adamantine or I'd get rid of the bonus restriction.
Yeah, so I now have an AC of 20.
Why did I give you that?
We're undefeatable. You will never hit us.
I suppose I could have boosted my wisdom instead of getting other stuff if I wanted to.
I mean, if he hits us, I can always just turn one of us into a rampaging terrible monster.
Hell yeah.
I'm already that. I'm a monk.
Ooh.
And I'm a centaur.
Well, I'm not going to think about it. That brings too many rules questions. That'll take too long. Anyway.
Well, I'm treated as a...
No, I was wondering, like, if I turned you into a dragon, because the dragon can take a humanoid shape, if you'd get your monk stuff while you were a human, and then you just turn into a dragon.
I don't know.
Yes. I mean...
I do know that I would take the higher of my monk armor and the dragon armor. In dragon form.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you'd use the creature statistics.
Right. But it'd be my wisdom. For my AC, because I'm a monk.
The thing is, you lose the monk stuff whilst being a dragon, because a dragon doesn't have the monk stuff.
Oh, I see. Because it's...
Yeah.
Right. But then in human form, I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm questioning. Like, would you get your like class abilities back at that point, or no?
No, because I wasn't a human. As a human, I would say probably, but because I'm a centaur, no. Yeah, I'd move completely differently. First of all, my training would be just down the drain. So if I were a straight up humanoid, like an orc, and then I did that and I turned into a human, I'd still have close to the same style of movement. Close enough that I would say sure. But centaur, no. Because I think I'm half humanoid, half monstrosity or something weird like that.
Yeah.
I think I wrote it down somewhere. I'm treated as... It was somewhere. I'm treated a hybrid nature. There we go. I am treated as a humanoid and a monstrosity. I get the bonuses and detriments of both. Basically, if it can affect a humanoid, it affects me. If it can affect a monstrosity, it affects me.
Yeah. So, I guess while we're short resting, I figure out what my thing does. Then I just start playing on a flute made of bone.
Interesting.
I join you with my loot. Did that roll? That did not roll. What is this?
And I got rid of my pipes.
Do either you know tales?
I guess I'll just roll performance then.
Some, perhaps.
What is your general feeling on those?
I outplay you.
Woof. Mm-hmm. I will drink.
What's your feeling on what?
On demons, like you often hear in storybooks.
An evil lot.
Good reason to gain strength, but they do have their uses. If they can be controlled.
I hear there are demons who were native to this plane.
That would be the oddest thing. How can you be native to this plane if you're a demon?
I don't know.
Maybe they're half. Maybe their parents are half demon.
Well, that's one theory, is that they were only half demons, and then the bloodline mixed, and some of them came out more pure. But I don't know.
I say this as I'm just like chatting and looking around the room.
So as you look around the room, all the ones that are in the ethereal plane are just glaring at you. And nobody else can see this.
Oh my gosh. Demons are secretly like making contracts so that way they can come over here and have their babies, so that way they have dual citizenship.
Oh. Maybe. That would be really weird. Meanwhile, on Earth, the shadow demon appears.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, like, technically you could do a whole political campaign with that. It's basically a bunch of planar entities trying to go to the material plane.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
And then doing quests to maintain our citizenship.
Right. Let me roll a lore. That'd be history, not lore. I'm not good with history.
Actually, here's the thing, real quick.
Or if
this is gonna, because you're gonna roll. Let me see if I can do something.
Okay. I was gonna ask if anyone wants to help me think about why demons would be from this plane.
I'm going to
My
randomly
history is
interrupt.
1.
I'm going to randomly kind of interrupt you in the middle of this.
Okay.
And it's going to distract you, so you're going to subtract my inspiration die. Well, from your
I see what you're doing.
Check.
Okay.
Yep. You minus 11 from your history
wow,
check.
Okay. Alex, what's your history? Because I am asking you if you know anything about this. Your history's 2. Okay, so that would be with advantage, so roll again.
Yeah, basically whoever's doing the history check.
Yeah, he has a better score. We know nothing. You like then say something that's like counter to the thing that we were just coming up with, and it kind of makes sense and it throws us off, and then we can't decide what it actually is. Whereas me as a DM is like, no, I wanted that 19. I know what it is.
We took over their plane years and years ago.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't think that's quite... I mean, it could be, but I don't think that's what it is. You know, because the demon plane isn't the material plane, and we're totally on a material plane right now, so I don't know.
Well, should we investigate that other tunnel?
You mean the actual tunnel? I don't know why you went down the pit first. I just followed you.
I always check every nook and cranny of every room before I start mapping it out.
I said nook and cranny, not nook and granny. Sorry.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm the bard here. I'm the only one who can do that.
Area 4. As we go into Area 4... we see flumps.
It's by bardic quota. I have to make at least 2 new half races every year.
Oh no.
We see flumps live?
Yeah, they are in small
we got tickets and everything.
Stables. Yeah, one of them's playing a lute and the other one's playing a flute. And they're both terrible, and I tried to coach them to be better, but nothing happens because they're not actually doing that.
Sorry, I had to.
Hey, you said we see flumps live.
Would I know if these things are native to this? They're native to the plane, right? Because you guys were talking.
They're from Underdark, so technically yes.
Okay.
What colors are they?
I think they're pretty chill right now, so they're whatever color corresponds with that. I'm not on their page anymore.
Okay. Because I just remembered that they're like a veritable mood ring.
I think calm is pink.
Okay.
Let me be sure about that. Your character does know the colors, though. Oh, soft pink means it's amused. Green is curiosity. Crimson is... Okay, so it's...
They're lawful good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess they're a calming yellow. I guess. I don't know.
As a creature that gives
no,
away
yellow's
its
cowardly.
mood
I don't know
what
color is. It's whatever color is calm.
All of them.
Some of them are shimmering rainbow. So they're white. They're glowing white. All of them at once.
Cool.
They're just going about their business, so they're probably not a specific color, so white makes sense. They're kind of floating around. They're not going into the area you came from, probably because of the spider webs.
Yes, of course.
You did see the ones that had gone in there. There was a corpse or two in the pit, so they probably just stay away from the area with the spiders.
Are they being contained at all?
In the sense that they're being contained by the spider webs, yes. They have like little sleeping areas built, which is weird because you've never seen them.
Because I thought you said like stables.
Yeah, it's called stables because they sleep here, not because there's actual stables. I was reading that incorrectly, but it's stables because this is where they are. So there's like bed things, but but you see one sleeping and it's still floating above the bed, so it's kind of like, why? So yeah.
Okay.
Are these things friendly?
I
ask my party.
I don't know. Are they friendly? I asked the person who passed the roll. They're friendly.
Yeah, they're good. They chill.
Yeah. They're also really defenseless, so they wouldn't attack anyways.
So I call out in greeting, salutations.
They cannot speak. I don't think. Languages. No languages. They kind of just look at you.
Aren't they like telepathic or something?
They have telepathic shroud, advanced telepathy. They can perceive the content of telepathic communications. So,
so yeah, they communicate, but they communicate more like pictograms.
No, they don't even do that. Advanced telepathy just means that they can pick up on telepathy that's happening nearby.
Oh.
So they don't talk at all. Oh, wait, no. Okay, they can understand Undercommon. They have telepathy, but they don't, they only know Undercommon, so they can't speak it. So their telepathy is only listening, which is why they have advanced telepathy.
Well, and it kind of makes sense for some creature that's hiding in the Underdark.
Yeah.
To have some
lawful good sense. Creatures in the Underdark have, they don't make sounds. They have telepathy, but they can't use it.
To send and receive thoughts to another intelligent creatures. They can understand people speaking Undercommon, but they can't speak it. Meaning they can still psychic talk to people.
Well, they can send their mood, which is probably what they're doing now, which is calm and but they can't actually form words. So it's kind of basic communication.
Okay.
Below speech communication. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, they can probably do some stuff because...
Well, they can show you pictures, but they can't actually, give you...
Shoot, a flock of them could actually be potentially dangerous. Just if they're angry, they're just a cloud of angry telepathy. Or fear.
If the flump is knocked prone, roll a die, incapacitated. Telepathic shroud, immune to any effect that would sense its emotions or read its thoughts. As well as divination.
Damn.
Say what? Okay, so they can listen in on people, but people can't listen in on them.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you only know what they want you to know, other than by visually looking at them and seeing what color they are.
So, come to find out, they're a super advanced species that's visiting this world, but they're just hey, we're just going to telepathically, observe, but be peaceful.
Yeah, and your minds are so foreign to them that they can't actually form, chain together thoughts.
Yeah.
Like the lore description on Flumps is that they actually have however, due to their strong telepathic nature, they're very sensitive to evil thoughts and felt the need to share them as quickly as possible with any good aligned creatures they found in order to wash these thoughts away.
Are any of us evil? Oh. I'm not evil.
I'm not evil.
I'm questionable.
What's your alignment?
I'm good.
Okay. Then we're fine. They're not attacking or anything.
Holy heck. Man.
Nobody's evil here? What is this? Wait, you're the Death Cleric.
I find that prejudicial as a person who plays the Death Cleric.
I'm joking, obviously. The Morrigan's not evil.
Well, it's actually...
Well, not in this setting.
Because I'm reading a bit about their society. Apparently, they sometimes recruit isolated mind witnesses into their community. Which, if you're wondering what a mind witness is, it's a beholder that was infected with a mind flayer tadpole.
Oh shit!
Oh, but well, there's not any here.
Yeah, but apparently when they do that, they change it. Like once a mind witness was taken in service of the Flumps, it would change its worldview accordingly. It was no longer an evil creature.
It became lawful good. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Stop being evil. Okay.
We have the jellyfish hippies.
No, like so. According to that, they can actually not only can they shroud their own emotions and thoughts and stuff. They can actually affect the alignment of other creatures through their own emotions and thoughts.
Wow.
I'm sure it takes X amount of time though, so you're probably fine.
Okay. So when I become a lich, I need to go find those things.
Yeah.
Got it.
That way you can become the hippie lich.
Well, if you're
I'm a good lich.
If you're a player character and you become a lich, you keep your alignment, assuming you didn't do it wrong.
That's fair.
Because evil liches are actually the ones that messed up.
Well, technically, lich is one way. If you do it a certain way, there's other ways you basically become a lich-like creature, where you actually become good aligned, but you're basically a lich via your deity.
Oh right, there's that one too.
Shit.
Yeah, there's that. Remember, Josh? Because we saw that. Isn't that? Can there be a good lich?
Is that the demi lich or the arch lich?
I think they're the demi liches.
Right. No, it was the arch lich because arch lich sounds like it'd be more powerful, but it's actually just a different alignment of lich.
Oh yeah, it was arch lich, I think.
Or arch lich is a weaker lich, and it's named like that because demi lich was the alignment one.
Arch lich are the good ones.
Okay, so the arch, and then the demi liches are the powerful liches, but they're called demi liches because arch lich was already taken.
Yeah.
So you become an arch lich if you did it right.
Yeah.
Nice.
It can be any type of spellcaster and devoted their existence to whatever noble purpose motivated their transformation into lichdom.
Yep.
Hey, where are you going?
Playing on the computer.
Oh, Sunday nights is when you go.
Mm-hmm.
Flump stable. Is there anything else you want to do in here?
Brownies with walnuts in them. Then I made brownies, cake, bread.
Oh hell yeah!
Beef and broccoli and rice. We watched some movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bag on the table is the little white bag on the table is what you're looking for. I do also have these if you want to give it a try. Sorry, just checking in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna assume we move on to the quarters.
It's
we're not doing
hybrid.
anything to the flumps. We're just gonna keep going.
We're not doing anything to the flumps. They're great.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot. I had like 45
Clip,
on there.
Clip clop. Clip clop.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So yeah, we're just gonna move past this wonderful, crazy, scary thing of this world.
So in Area 5, there is... Hold on. What's this?
By the way, how long are we going for?
I can probably go, I'd say another half hour.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're basically at the end of this.
Okay.
It depends on what you guys want to actually do with the... Also, that you kept that one crystal, right? You broke it off and kept it?
No.
You didn't keep it, you just broke it off and left it?
Yeah.
Can we retroactively have you roll something that's similar to appraisal?
Sure.
What would that be?
Insight?
No, insight into somebody's actions.
I guess whatever thing would be
Arcana.
relevant. Yeah. 7.
Yeah, it's a worthless crystal.
Damn.
Yeah, I'd just leave it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep it. It might lead back to me.
Exactly. You don't want something to try trace you back.
Secretly, it's worth like 1,000 platinum.
I don't care about
not
platinum.
To that
Platinum
point.
Doesn't keep it safe.
Yeah. You probably don't care about platinum anyways because you have so much of it. I don't know if you remember the roll I made, but I gave you a lot of gold.
I do not remember, but
you meet Carisha. A shard
the goddess?
A shard mind? What's a shard mind?
That sounds
They're fun.
Okay, well, she's the shard mind.
Shard minds are basically like crystal rock giants.
Except she's not giant.
Sorry. Well, they're medium-sized.
Yeah.
But they're basically like a living rock golem that's like crystalline.
The shard looks like it actually leads somewhere. So let me search shard.
Well, they do also look a little bit like they're very humanoid in a lot of their features. So, crystal gems.
Okay.
Okay. Do they give a stat block for it? Because she's not an actual creature. Well, she doesn't attack you or anything. She asks you what you're doing here as you walk into her bedroom.
We were investigating these crystalline caves because of a vision sent to us by the Morrigan herself.
Deception?
Me and my pathological need to lie.
Yeah.
I will also add a d12 to it.
Okay.
I will help him.
So 40.
Well, you have advantage because you're being helped by the person who you are lying about.
Okay.
Would be down here if the priests that we were worthy.
43.
One, you are a priest of the Morrigan. You probably flashed your symbol when you mentioned that.
It's on my shield.
Yeah. That's a very scary crow-filled shield, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that the temple above her is to the Morrigan, so she believes you. It's not a crit 20, so we're not gonna fix anyone's backstory here.
What are you doing here, my lovely lady?
They don't need sleep.
Well, I am making sure that these crystals do not break. And she tells you about how, a millennia ago, a village was overrun by a cadre of evil spirits. Spirits possessed citizens and drove them to suicide. They had no defense against these attacks. It seemed that all hope was lost when a strange creature made of crystal, that would be me, arrived in the local tavern. I am the last surviving being of my strange race. Strange as you call me, of course. I don't think it's strange. They regarded with fear at first until I proposed a solution to the spirit problem. These crystals hold spirits, and we use their power to hold the spirits.
Would there be any way to
with the promise
banish?
Of a false sacrifice, we drew in the spirits, and they agreed. And
I give my best.
What?
My character gives his best surprised face.
What? No children were harmed, of course. The altar, of course, looks exactly as it would if it was an actual sacrificial altar. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. But I assure you, nobody was ever killed on the altar.
Well, meaning like this is the first time he's heard of this information.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Roll deception.
Mm-hmm. I asked her.
He's also going to add a d12 to this one as well.
Are you running low on those yet?
Plane.
Oh,
wolf.
Okay. Yeah, no, so you look exactly how you're supposed to look.
45.
I'm pretty sure you can choose not to roll the Bardic Inspiration after you see the roll, but before you know the...
Okay.
So you can hold on to the D12.
Yeah. I will not use it.
You've already cast the whatever inspiration, but you don't have to spend it.
Okay.
In fact, that's probably a D12 from a different roll that you like crit or something. You asked her if she's from this plane?
Yes.
Yes, I'm from this plane before it split into the realms.
Are any of your people perhaps in a different plane?
No, we were from the material plane.
Oh. I was going to open up Gate and bring her a partner, so that way her species could replicate.
No, she's the last of her species. She is the last. But they live for like ever. And she's been protecting the cave, but the Morrigan placed a temple atop it to double protect the cave.
Is there any way to banish these foul things? I say with a quiver in my voice, as I'm totally out of my depth.
I suppose if you tried to banish them, they'd go to another realm. I mean, they're native to this plane, but before the realms split, so they'd probably just go to another realm. They would be stuck there, though. You can't travel between the realms without some sort of magic.
Are you lonely by any chance, my dear madam?
No, not with the flumps around. A flump floats by.
Mm-hmm.
She basically treats them like pets. She does not know the true extent of their abilities, apparently.
Wouldn't this be funny? Like, she treats them as a pet, but they think she's the pet?
They probably do.
Oh, God.
They probably do.
They're like, oh, we can't let her go to the spider.
It specifically says she does not fully understand these gentle creatures. Do insight checks.
Okay.
At the mention of flumps.
Yeah.
I ask her.
What's your bonus to insight?
No, you're making individual
11.
ones. Yeah. And I still got higher.
I'm going to use my inspiration on this.
Okay, so you may use the die after you roll to see what your result is.
Yeah.
Do you wish to use the die?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to use the 8 or re-roll?
You roll it again because you never rolled it in the first place, probably.
23.
Okay. You and I know that she's leaving something out about the flumps that she thinks is important to not let people know.
I ask. You say this is her bedroom, right?
Yeah, this is her room.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna ask, just in passing, they seem to be able to affect minds. Maybe they can be milked for, I don't know, mind-altering milks.
Ew and no. She's made of crystals, so the thought of milk in general just is strange to her.
Is there actually a bed in here made for her by the flumps?
I don't know. She's a crystal being. She probably has like earth shape at will, so there's probably not an actual bed. She probably makes a bed when she goes to go to sleep. Or she just sinks into the floor or something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. She's a strange crystal thing, but there's no bed.
I feel
you can tell it's a room because like she has things on the shelves and whatnot.
You might be leaving something out.
Maybe I am.
We are here to help, my good madam.
Yes, well, if you leave the crystals be, that would be all the help I need. She does not know that you broke a crystal.
There's no reason to lie to us.
I'm not lying. I know something else about the flumps. I just don't want you to know.
That makes me concerned.
Let's see. I know from my insight check that it's something that is not harmful to us. I feel like on a 21 you probably know that too. You can play it however you want though. And then on a 16 you just know that she was holding something back, probably about the flumps.
Yeah, I'm just suspicious though.
Yeah, she doesn't want to tell you though.
Do you ever get tired of being the last of your kind?
I'm trying not to quote things, Michael. I have been the last of my kind for millennia. I think I have come to terms with it.
If there was a way to not be, would you take it?
Perhaps.
If there was a way,
depends.
If there was a way to be with someone else, an impossible thing, would you take it?
I would have to be able to stay here. If you're thinking of transporting me somewhere, that wouldn't work for me. I as the DM, I think I know where you're going with this.
You shapeshift.
Also, my centaur is a sucker for a pretty face, so he's kind of been quiet because he's in awe of her.
Can I see this?
I don't know how. Well, he's half human. How good are you at reading human expressions, sir? Human.
I'm a fellow humans. I am great at it.
Insight, please. He's not trying to be deceptive. I just want to see if for some reason you don't.
24.
No. Okay, you can tell. The centaur is trying to think of a way to like. I don't know.
Bring the centaur to the side. Because he
reminds
shard? Me.
He's trying to pay attention to you, but he's also trying to look at her.
I like that. I'm assuming you, young one, you're trying to think of ways to be with the madame there. Correct?
I mean, shoot, when in Rome.
Huh?
When in Rome.
Yeah. Did he say perhaps?
Yeah, he says perhaps. Which you know he is because of that inside check, but he's trying not to show it and he's failing.
As for the first time, Iron Speaker looks off in the distance and thinks about something that he could never have. I could help you with such a thing if that was something that interested you.
Sucker for a pretty face. Yes.
you wouldn't be able to do the things you do now, though. But you would be able to do things as she does.
Trying to think of. Well, I feel like. I mean, it's up to your character if you want to just straight up polymorph.
The centaur. I want consent. I want consent.
Are you trying? Did you have that prepared, or are you taking 10 minutes?
I'm gonna do this while they're doing talking and things. I'm gonna. Oh no, I do actually have this prepared on my list.
So you just like boom.
My name specifically. She said she was Shardmine, correct?
She said her name.
Okay, I will say her name in this incantation to see if anything pops up about the lore. And I did also pull up the lore at meta reading here about how they actually populate.
Aw. Okay. How do they repopulate?
They technically don't. The only thing that has ever been said in any canon of it is that fighting.
You went very robotic for a moment.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Shard mines don't have a gender, don't reproduce, don't eat or breathe.
They don't have a sex. She has a gender. She's a she.
Yes. They sprang to life during the Dawn War, say that a living gate shattered into countless fragments, and each time an awakened shard mine is killed, another one somewhere in the universe stirs to consciousness. So basically it's a piece of whatever the living gate was. And they were fighting, they were basically animated by a force of pure psionic energy.
Okay, so as far as she knows, she's the last. But now you know that there's no way she's the last.
I will share this information with her to let her know that she's not alone. But there, I mean, there's probably more out there somewhere.
She is both joyful and sorrowful because she cannot leave. In good conscience. She cannot leave.
I will tell her that I will work on finding a way to either banish them to another plane or something, so eventually in their future she can go out searching for people.
As you're talking about this, I'm sure that my character overhears this. Because you're right there. I mean, we're to the side and we were talking kind of hushed, but I'm pretty sure I would hear this. I cut off the conversation with you because I think I knew where that was going.
I support it.
And I just say I'm staying here.
You would like to be with her.
As I am.
You know you won't last long.
Maybe, but I'd still prefer to stay here as I am.
Okay, cool. Good for you. Don't forget to eat.
I don't eat.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're a monk.
No, you don't know that, though. So he says that, and then you think back. Yeah, you've never seen him eat or drink.
Yeah,
actually, does he need to sleep? I'm not sure about that.
I think monks just need to
Empty
meditate.
Body. No, that's not it. Perfect self? No. Hold on, I'm trying to find the correct. Timeless body, there we go. Can't be aged. Still die of old age. You no longer need food or... Okay, he has slept, but that's it. And, more to, defog his mind, probably.
Oh, snap.
Because he doesn't need food or drink, so it's probably more of a refocusing of his mind than anything else.
He truly survives off the nectar of the universe.
He survives off of the natural ki flowing through it. Yes, he does.
Shit. Okay. In reality, he's just an undead, but he's just been alive because of his sheer will of force.
Except that he has to sleep. Also, he doesn't. He does not have the effects of age, and he can't be aged magically. He still dies of old age. How long do centaurs?
Couple 100 years, I thought.
Maybe. I just want to check real quick. Centaur character. Racial traits. Mature in age at about the same rate as humans. Okay. I would think they would live longer than humans, though. It just says the same as humans, basically.
Wow. Okay.
But being a monk, I feel like he would still that should gain you at least 10 years or something, just in general.
Here's a question. Is there any... Because I know there's some in Pathfinder, but is there any monster that has, innate wish as a spell?
Genie or Jinn?
It's a 3D, actually.
Yeah.
Let me check. You, sir, do have your bottle, though.
Yes, I do.
I don't know if a 3D actually get wish as a thing unless it's from the bottle.
Well, technically speaking, I think it's one of the contracts. There's a summoning thing that you can do where they...
No, they can detect magic at will, though. They don't have wish. That's just from the magic of the bottle.
Variant
Genie do.
Variant genie powers.
Genie? Did I spell genie right? Yes, I did.
Rare few can use that spell.
Bottle genie.
Yeah, that requires an
Djinn.
Ifrit.
Djinn.
And it has to be variant genie power. Yeah.
Born when the soul of a sentient living creature melds with the primordial matter of an elemental plane.
So would you let me change myself into an Ifriti with the genie powers?
Well, it'd be a Djinn with the genie powers because it's a variant of a Djinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you let me?
I mean, it doesn't say anywhere that you have to have seen the creature, does it?
Nope.
Okay, you could have read about a genie.
Oh my god.
I
yes.
Change myself into that, and I appear as that, and I say, "Good monk. Would you like to stay with her as long as she would have you?"
Yes. And she's probably just thinking like, oh, a mortal, and then she's like, oh, somebody that can live.
You have to determine if you're granting 1, 2, or 3 wishes to this specific individual.
Hold on.
Because
where is
once
this?
It's the genie power grants wishes is legendary
power
mortals.
Only.
Once a genie has granted its limit of wishes, it can grant 1 to 3 to a creature that is not a genie. And then once it grants the wishes, it can't grant any more for a year, usually. And
1.
Cosmic Law dictates that it can... yes, okay, so he can only ever have 1 for the entirety of his existence.
From all genies?
From the specific genie.
Oh, well then every time he shapeshifts, he's not the same genie. Or not shapeshift, but every time he greater polymorphs, he's actually not the same genie. But his wish is, because he realizes you're a genie, because why else would you do this? And that makes sense. He wishes to live forever. Or he wishes for unending immortal life, which, you know, some variant that makes him live forever in the form he is.
Let it be so.
He's wiser than I am, so he states it exactly how he's supposed to, so there's no loopholes.
Well, yeah.
Or rather, let's see if he states it right.
Even a cycle of immortality that cannot be broken, that you maintain your memories and form.
Let's see, he's going to make a... Should this be a wisdom save, because this is like of his fate?
Well, it's wish.
Yeah, but like the way he's wording it is kind of...
The way he's wording it won't matter. I do it to his intent.
Detect thoughts.
Because I have the same personality.
He states it exactly how he would say it to make it work to a regular genie, so you don't have to do any like refixing anything as you cast wish.
And you don't have to worry about any, dangerous repercussions.
So basically his wish is not to be able to die of old age.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he wishes not to be able to die, that could be well, no. He might wish not to be able to die, period.
See, and if that was the case, you could, if you were a genie who with malicious intent, you could tag on sure, you'll live forever, but you gotta suck the blood of,
Yeah, I'd turn you into a vampire. Or make it to where like you have like a karma style thing where if your form dies, you come back as a fly, depending on what you did in your previous life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I let it so that he can stay with her.
Yeah, so he is immortal. Kind of. He probably, in fact, you probably make it to where he has the same type of life cycle as her, so that if he does die, he comes back as a centaur.
Yeah.
Somewhere nearby. If she died too.
And I make
so
it's it that if
it's Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Memory, yeah. Basically.
You soul bind them?
Yeah, I do. And I make it so if someone tries to memory blank him, even if it succeeds, that he'll find her and eventually regain
Can that be all in the same wish?
I guess if she's up to the GM.
Yes, it is up to the GM.
Let's see.
It's all just the terms and conditions of the specific
Let me
wish.
look up the yeah, that's the thing.
I believe, though, that since I'm doing it, I'm not like a Jinn and powerful, technically, that since I do the wish thing that I have to roll, and I have a 33% chance of just never being able to wish again. I don't know if that's me casting the spell or me doing it as a genie.
You are free from the cosmic laws of being a genie.
Oh yeah.
You can alter the very foundation in accord with your desires. Basic use is undoing something.
Or you edit it to say that whenever you transform
one of the following effects of your choice. Oh, it has specific things you can and can't do with Wish now. Allow up to 200, again, all hit points. You grant up to 10% immunity of a single spell, magical effect for 8 hours.
Isn't it a necrotic one that does 1 level of?
You might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples. State your wish to the GM as precisely as possible. Okay. So you did that. Basically, soulbind them, and if he dies, he'll come back as a centaur.
And we'll find her once again.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough for it to work exactly.
Hell
Boom.
Yeah!
Zap, bang! You're adding effects because there's no zoom back. Any other thing?
Yeah.
You're just...
and I look to the cleric because I believe I can.
Wait. Did you disguise self change, or did you leave disguise self the same so you look like you're just this human that suddenly cast wish?
No, I threw it off when I changed.
Okay. So you changed first and then threw it off, so nobody saw you were a minotaur. I mean, what?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then I polymorph myself using my Jinn powers into a different one. And turn to the cleric. Would you like to cleanse this place?
So greater polymorph.
True polymorph.
Or true polymorph. Can a genie do true polymorph?
Yep, 1 to 3 times per day. Oh wait, such genies can only change their own shape, but a rare few cases can use the spell on other creatures' objects. Okay. So they can use that, but what I do is just make myself once again look human. Drop the true polymorph that I was maintaining on myself.
Okay.
And then I'll just leave.
Yeah, so you won't do the other thing because
actually I'll stay as a Jinn and just kind of fly off into the sunset.
Do you leave it permanently though? You might be able to. Do you want to be a Jinn? You lost all your wishes, but
yeah, no.
Okay.
Which is funny because as we see me off in the sunset back to my shape, I just hold a picture of like a random human woman that I believe I cannot be with for some reason, even though I can become a genie and alter space and time.
Woof.
No, that's pretty deep. Are we at our end of time here?
Yeah, I was trying to wrap that up because you said a half an hour, right, Alex?
Yeah, but I think I know what my final wish will be.
Okay, what does... Michael, if you wanted to, your character could go back to the city still.
Yeah, he goes back.
Okay.
And seems to be...
And continues to pine over someone that he thinks he can't have, even though there's no reason not to, because the city is not racist at all, and there are multiple couples of multiple races. And not just couples either, but that's...
Yep, and he's too well hidden, so no one can tell him the truth.
Would he believe that?
So my wish would to combine.
Did you give him a wish?
The 3 spells.
Once the genie uses up his thing, they can't do wishes again for a year.
Oh, that's right. So you.
Yeah. So I had that one wish.
Okay, you're good.
He had to wait for another year in order to do that.
But now you're free for a whole year.
Yep.
Well, he didn't. Yeah, but he dropped the polymorph, so he's not stuck on those rules.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't know that. He just knows that the guy they were traveling with was a Jinn, granted a wish, and flew off.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. The Centaur's probably really confused, but he's fine with it. And, yeah.
Wait, and for the centaur, it makes a great story.
Yeah, that he'll be able to tell no one because he's probably not ever gonna leave again.
And this is the reason why there's a centaur constellation.
Obviously.
He probably can come and go from the temple as he pleases, but he doesn't please. So.
Oh, hell
yeah. Wait, don't you have banish, Alex?
Yes, I do.
So technically, he can eventually leave because eventually Alex will banish all the darkness.
Yep.
Well, do you want to stay down there and start banishing evil spirits?
Yeah. I'll spend the rest of my time just banishing evil spirits.
Okay, she lets you know that, well, technically, they're no longer in this realm. They'll be somewhere else still.
Not our problems anymore. You're free.
She agrees, but she also doesn't agree. You know, there's that kind of... Because she's awful good. She's kind of like, is this okay? And the centaur being lawful... And the centaur being lawful neutral basically says, well, I mean, the only reason you're staying here is to keep them from being unleashed here again. I mean, if they're not here, you don't need to stay here.
And if you really want to, you can just spend your time hunting them down just like a game. Just be like, haha, look, guys, you're still stuck.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good to me.
Yeah, until you break their spirits, and then eventually they'll...
I'm sure that you and the centaur actually had to fight a few. Because if you mess up, if you get... but eventually. Some of them are dead, some of them are banished.
Eventually I'll conjure up, a deity to just be like, hey, so will you banish these to another realm or something?
Well, the Morrigan couldn't, so...
True, but I do have one that allows me to contact basically any celestial or hero or fae.
What would happen would be...
you contact Gormaliev, and she gets rid of them for you. Except that if you ever have any children, they're all going to be warlocks.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's okay.
Okay.
Right, warlock. Introduce me to the...
Yeah, but then what happens...
You just make that pact with her, and they're gone.
The same scraggly man shows up to you, Alex, and asks if something is a terrible monster, if they can love a human. Oh.
No. No?
Wait, what?
I don't think...
He nods, it's reaffirming to himself, and flies off.
Wait, what? Why did you say no? The centaur's comes up and what was that about?
I have no idea. Love, perhaps.
And he didn't hear it because he was off somewhere else, so he's like, okay.
Yeah, I think to put a sad thing to the end of it, he eventually does approach the woman, but in the guise of a djinn, and gives her a wish.
Oh.
So a year later, what was the wish?
What would she wish for?
True love.
You can't wish for true love. No, bringing them back.
Well, to find her true love, sort of thing. And then nothing happens when you cast it because she has already found it and it's floating in front of her.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't believe that he is her, so he makes her someone.
No, if you.
Well, the thing is, that wouldn't.
I feel like the genie magic is supposed to be where you cast wish for the person and it does what the person says.
Yeah, but the genies can affect the wish generally.
Yeah, but would you? You'd probably try to affect it to target you to be the.
Well, he doesn't believe himself to be good enough for her.
So what do you alter the wish to without actually stating to make someone else? And why would you alter it? Because if you didn't think it was going to be you anyways.
Well, because the thing is that he wants her to have this perfect person, so he ends up making a perfect person for her.
Okay, so exactly what are you using the wish to state? This is what I need to know.
Basically bringing in his idea of perfection of a person to her.
His idea of someone who would be perfect for her.
Yes.
So the wish goes... So you do that, and she does not like this person at all. Like it's you make the opposite of you, and she just completely despises this person. She wonders why the wish didn't work.
That she liked you.
And I throw off the whole thing, and I'm just like, why? Like in anger, I'm in a Minotaur again.
And she falls madly in love with you eventually. Like she's like, oh my goodness, a Minotaur, and then etc. etc.
Okay.
And if we ever see your character again, you're married.
There we go. Happy ending. Nailed it.
So by not casting the wish correctly, she got her wish.
Yep.
Maybe the wish knew. Wait, does that mean that the wish spell is sentient?
No, yes. that means that you cast the wish spell how you wanted it to be cast, and as a repercussion of your despair, you realize that she didn't need the wish spell in the first place.
Can we say that the wish spell is actually sentient and does stuff like that?
No, because then that could make things weird later.
Aww,
especially if somebody finds a ring of 3 wishes.
Fair enough. Well, that was fun. Shenanigans.
My character found love. Your character found love. Alex's character banished demons.
I like how it's like a romance story. Actual, what we should have been doing. We didn't even do the quest.
Well, to be fair, he wanted to get rid of undead, and we did that. So.
Well, he wanted.
Well, no, the shadow demons aren't technically undead.
Yeah, we didn't even do the quest. He's like, "Do this for me," and then we just find the subquest.
Yeah, but at least we did something similar to what he wanted.
Adventures are like a wish spell.
It always goes wrong. Or it always does something unintended, I suppose.
Yeah, unintended consequences. Oh, that was fun. I'll talk to y'all next week for more Wild Gods.
All right. I think he's already out of the call.
Yeah, that's fine, because he said he had to go.
Yeah, he did have to go. All right, well, thank you for playing.
No problem. That was fun.
Yeah. That ended really weird, but whatever.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what happens, especially if it's like a one-shot. Like, if we had more of a connection, we might have been more... Like,
I don't know. Your character forged a really quick friendship with a centaur there at the end.
Well, because he reminded him of himself.
Fair. Let me just re-hide this area here because the normal characters don't know about it.
What's funny is that no one in the party ever knew I was a Minotaur.
I know. It's the best part. And I tried not to state it, but of course it happens. But I'm just gonna do that.